Hola gente. It's no secret that I've given both of these a really good test drive. So after testing out Olaplex number 3 for years and a K18 for the last 8 consecutive washes, I can tell you there is something none of these can do for me, and I was expecting them to. So let's talk about it. For context, unless you've been following my Instagram or my YouTube stories, I've been away for the past few days, 360 kilometers from the city of Buenos Aires. It's a place called Carilo. We were there by the beach. It was lovely. It's literally paradise. But of course, the sun, the salt in the seawater could be very dehydrating. I forgot to take my silk pillowcase, and unlike here in the city of Buenos Aires, over there we have very hard water. So my husband and I were literally in the car coming back, and I was kind of thinking that I had a hair appointment coming up because my roots were all grown out, and I don't know why, but I started examining my ends. I guess I was kind of bored. It's almost a 4-hour road trip, so you do things like that. So I thought I saw something. My sight is not as good as it used to be, so I took my iPhone. The new one has a really cool zoom, and to my surprise, this is what I saw. I was shocked, to say the least. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna film this. I need to talk about this because after so many years of using Olaplex, I don't know why I was expecting to have less split ends. There was one that horrified me. Multiple splits. It looked like a cricket's leg. So granted, I hadn't cut my hair in like a year, I think I hadn't cut my hair in like a year, although I may be lying because I don't really remember, but it has been a while for sure. So we have to factor that in there. And then I thought, that's kind of naive. Like, first of all, none of these products promise to repair split ends. There is one thing you can do about split ends, and I did, and I'm gonna talk to you about that in just a second. But if you were planning to spend a small fortune on either of these products, thinking that they are going to repair those split ends, it's not going to happen. Apparently, even though I've been using Olaplex number 3 for the longest time, it's not going to prevent them. Although one may argue, Heidi, maybe your ends could be even worse had you not used it. The other thing is 8 consecutive washes of K18 did not repair those split ends either. There is some misinformation about this. It's like these two are such popular products that maybe we've come to expect things that they didn't even promise to do for us. However, is it crazy to think that as my hair gets stronger, I should have less split ends? I don't think so. I think it's a reasonable expectation. So anyways, lately, like I said, I've been focusing on using just K18 for many reasons, and also to give this product a fair shot. You really need to use it every time you wash your hair. So that's what I did. So I can tell you for a fact that doing that will not save you from split ends either. So let me tell you what I did when I got home. Stuck with those awful split ends and a little bit of a broken heart, I did what any person in my situation would do. Ask my hairstylist. And yes, she confirmed that apparently there's just about 0 hair care products that are going to repair those split ends. I must say, at least to this date on this channel, after testing out hundreds of hair care products, I have not run into one that does that for me. So that is definitely not limited to these two. Preventing or fighting split ends is actually really important when it comes to growing your hair or healthy looking hair, no matter how much your hair may be growing each month from your hair follicle right here in your roots. I can visibly see 2 centimeters every single month. But if my ends split, eventually that causes breakage and I end up losing the length that I gained. So stopping the breakage caused by those split ends is key, is crucial for length retention. Also, the ends, they really make a difference when it comes to how your hair looks overall. So here's what I did and what you can do if you're in my situation. I got rid of 4 centimeters. So I love it so much. I may even keep it like this. It's so nice and healthy, and it's basically a blunt cut. Not only did we clean things up and really get rid of all those split ends, maybe it's just me, but my hair also looks fuller to me. I don't know why. It looks like I have more hair. There's a couple more things. Now that I've resetted those split ends, what I want to see moving forward is if at least K18, which is going to be my main strengthening treatment that I'm going to use moving forward for a few months, will at least to some extent prevent them, or at least have less of them. Is that too much to ask? Because I've heard really amazing influencers saying these did wonders for their split ends. So maybe moving forward, I will get to see some of that. We'll keep you updated. So what I'm sure I will do is dust my hair. I used to do this so consistently, and then somehow I forgot to do it. So basically you grab a piece of hair like this. Let me come closer. Hey. And as you're holding it like so, you're going to see a little hairs are going to come out. It's going to allow you to actually look at those ends and identify the ones that are split. So you basically go in with a scissor and just snip those tiny ends. And you're gonna say, Heidi, that's insane. It's going to take hours. Not really. If you do it like once or twice a month, you should really be able to do that in maybe 15 minutes. I've tried. So of course you don't need anything else but a pair of scissors, but I have a couple of very clever tools. One of these used to be a favorite and now I'm just having a little bit of heart feelings. I'm going to share why in just a second. If you find the dusting technique a little bit daunting, time consuming, I'm sure you've heard of the Split Ender Pro, and I did this on purpose. You can see it trims the little split ends. It's not like it detects specifically those which are split, but it will trim just the tiniest microscopic amount of each hair. And I hate to say it, but it actually does work. And now story time. Like, why do I hate to say this? Some of you may have watched my initial first impressions review of this one. This product is something I bought myself. It was definitely super duper expensive. You have to remember that I live in Argentina. Everything is a lot more expensive because of shipping, customs fees, and all those things, and exchange rate. I buy like 99.99999% of every single product you've seen me test out on this channel. I do that with a lot of effort. It may look like not, but actually it is painful for me to buy these products. It is my job as well. So I'm not complaining. I get to try these cool things, right? I had someone mention in the comments like, this is clearly a sponsored video because the brand is using her pictures on their Amazon. So I was like, what? And of course I did go check, and they did have a couple of screenshots of me using this. You couldn't see my face, but you could tell it was a screenshot of my video. And I understand how people link those two things. So I don't think I need to say that once again that I did not get paid to do that video. I don't understand why Split Ender, the company, the brand, needed to do this. Like steal without my permission images from my video and kind of associate me commercially with the brand when there has never been an exchange of any kind between us. So I did DM them through Instagram, asked them to remove the images and explained why. I also emailed them and they never even bothered to reply. These, of course, does not talk very well about the company. This is not the way you proceed with content creators. It's 2023. I think by now everybody knows this. I was expecting a lot more from a company that creates a really cool product, actually, because I wish I could tell you guys it doesn't work, but it does. Good tool to automate the dusting process. And I don't know if it happens in other countries, but here in Argentina, it's a service. Some salons charge you to use the Split Ender Pro on your hair to get rid of those split ends. So enough about that. I don't want to make this all about Split Ender Pro 2. If you want to get it, I do have an affiliate link, as I do with every single product in the world, because I am affiliated to Reward Style. So you can check it out down below. But the product works the company, but you know, I'm a little bit hurt. Moving on, there's this very, sorry, I just coughed, so that's why I have teary eyes. I've been sick all week once again. So there's this very cool other thing you can get. This is the Swiss Army multi-thingy. You get a bunch of things here. It's the tiniest one with 5 different tools in it. You get tweezers, you get this peak, and you get, it's like a sharp knife to maybe open a package. And this is a nail file if you want to touch up your mani on the go. And then you have, and this is the interesting part, this tiny but sharp scissor. This is actually perfect. Because you can carry this with you. You can keep it with your keys. Like I said, you can do a bunch of things with this. What you can also do is the dusting thing on the go and snip those ends. I know somewhere over there is right now a hairdresser that's horrified with what I'm saying. But this is very, very practical to do. Grab that section, you expose those little hairs, and then you go in and you tick, 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 anywhere you go. I stole this from my husband. I used to have a pink one, and now I'm going to get, I don't know if maybe a mint or turquoise one or white one. They have several. So tiny. TSA may not love it, so you cannot fly with this. So make sure you just leave it in your makeup bag, nécessaire, toiletries bag, whatever you want to call it, and just keep it in your luggage. So that is the story of what neither of these nor any hair care product in the world has ever done for me, and that is repair split ends. Once again, this includes but is not limited to just these products. It's just that we expect more from these because of the price and their fame. I hope that this video helped you in some way, especially if you were planning to buy these just for that. Yeah, definitely don't be at least suspicious when a hair care product promises that. Oh my god, it's raining outside. Is my hair morphing already? Okay, I'm gonna go now before humidity turns me into the Lion King. You really don't want to see that. It can be quite traumatizing. I will catch up with you all once again on my next one.